This season has some lows, some highs, nothing that feels like it takes up too much of the spotlight. It's good because we have a lot of time on our hands. Not that kind of time on our hands. More like time to watch some seasonal anime.
It's Kururuya. Yes, he's standing right here in front of me. Yes. What do I say? How awkward. This is such an important person.
Have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends? It's only the...
I was told there was an anime that is a mix of JoJo's Steel Ball Run and Redline. Yes, Redline. But I don't see it. Well, as far as character and card designs, yeah, I see it. But to be honest, it has its own feel and rush about it. And you know that girl, you know, the main character girl, you know, those lips, I think she should be checked out, you know, go to the doctor or something. That's a little iffy, you know, character design wise, that's a little questionable. Like, yeah, she was in the wrong car at the wrong time one day. It was like, as a person who grew up watching anime, kid to teen, and now my adult years, there's nothing that is super mature in this medium. Yes, there is dark and edgy anime, but nothing that is truly grounded in reality. Maybe I won't fully grasp this anime's mature concepts because
I do have the mental maturity of a little squeaker
on steroids, no lie. At the therapy. So yesterday for me hit home for me because I am now an adult and going through the struggles of love is very complicated. It's an anime about adults going through some troubles through life. You know, love is one of those things that they're, you know, struggling with. So, you know, it's an okay show. You know, IRL, I actually come from a family of 10 kids, but thank God I am not the 8th son. Yes, that was a good segue, I guess. I don't know. The thing is, I'm actually the firstborn son, and you know, as the kid, you know, I got all the things. I was a little bit spoiled, you know, I got all the things. And yes, another isekai. I'm not sure how they do it, time and time again, with new ways to make an isekai interesting and have a different story, but they somehow do it. The main character's OP, the world building's okay. They somehow make an isekai every season, and they somehow make it slightly interesting. Isekai trash in a nutshell, I say that every season too, so hey. But the one thing that hit me about this show was the master. When the master died, I was like, no, why? Why did I get the feels? This is supposed to be turn your brain off show, not the feels. No, I'm not a furry. No, I'm not into that kind of stuff. Just no. But edgy, plus crazy cute girl, plus good animation, plus simp that eventually becomes cool in the end because we all know he's gonna end up just like the other anime that shall be named, yes, Mariniki, equals good anime. What? Just watch it. Who cares if it's just a furry anime? I don't really care. This is a good anime. Just watch it. Oh my god. Here we go again. Somehow the furry empire keeps growing. No, I am not one of them. But I do like this show. Did you not see the fight scene? And oh boy, do crazy anime chicks get my gears turning. Ooh, I'm just like, she crazy, you know, vibes. Ooh. And yes, I'm a huge sucker for psychological anime. That was like a super tongue twister just now. Speaking of psychological shows, there's gonna be no Re:Zero, sadly. It would have been a good cherry on top as well. Why, anime gods? Why? I just wanted more Re:Zero. It's been years. I just want my Rem and Ram. I just want my Subaru to die again. Wait, I don't want him to die again, even though as an entertainment value, he's gonna have to die for me. So in real life, if you have a nice plate of food, you would go for seconds or even a third, but not a fifth plate. Like, Is anyone watching this show anymore? After the 3rd season, I dropped it completely. I stopped watching it. Only because I don't like being hard and hungry at the same time. Hungry is not a good combo. Unless you're into, like feederism or something like that. But, I can't judge. I just no one wants to be hungry. Like, hungry. Yes. I created a new word. Oh! Finally, an isekai with some class. And a reverse harem to boot? You know it's real when your title sums up the entire show.
My life as a villainess, all routes lead to doom.
Well, it kind of sums it up. She will find a way not to go down the routes, the doom routes, because she has played the game before she was isekai'd. Like, literally, she played the game when she was in, the IRL world of anime, and then she was isekai'd, and now she has to figure out how to not be killed, how to not, kill other people, how not to be exiled, etc. She has to live in this world now. She doesn't know how to get back, so yeah, isekai'd for life. So she's gonna figure it out somehow. And I think it's a really good premise. No. I'm not watching it. No, I can't. I can't watch another furry anime. No. Yes, it's a furry anime, but it was made by Studio Trigger. Okay. You have my attention. Anything made by Studio Trigger is an immediate must-watch. Studio Trigger will never make anything as good as Kill la Kill, but God are they trying, and I gotta applaud them for it. I just love their art and the feels of the shows. Even if it's a furry anime, I don't mind, because it's Studio Trigger and I love them. BNA is going to be, I wouldn't say a top tier, but it's going to be a contender for this season because it's made by Studio Trigger, animated by Studio Trigger. They're really good. They're really good at what they do, and they know exactly what they're doing. If it wasn't a furry anime, like, my mind would be completely different, but at the same time, I don't mind. I don't care. Just God. And me and Incineroar help me. In every season, there's a show you watch where you can turn your brain off. Just watch Zero Chronicles. It's definitely one of those shows. I would not call it generic because the MC was not born OP or isekai'd, but visually he does look generic. The show is not that bad, but it's not something you just tell other people you're watching this season, like me. But I kind of have to because I want to review a bunch of different shows. But that just don't tell other people. Just don't tell them. Don't tell anybody. When I was younger, I found my dad's stack of mags, and I brought it to him and said, "What are they doing, Dad? Are they fighting?" Yo, my dad laughed hysterically. Maybe it's an American real life thing, but over there in Japan's anime world, you gotta hide your secret ambitions. The lengths you would go to shield your kids from your unsightly creations is crazy, but I think it's noble. And as a comedy anime, it splices pretty well together. It's the perfect blend of comedy and, oh my god, this is actually going to happen. I think it's like a weird premise, but overall as a comedy, it just makes sense. You know how earlier I said that there's no anime to take up the spotlight this season? Well, I lied, because Tower of God is turning out to be the new Hunter x Hunter. Yes, that's a big statement coming from me, because Hunter x Hunter is literally my favorite anime. Literally the best anime that's ever existed for me personally. Hands down. Even though it's only been 3 episodes, it's showing huge promise. Plus, this could be the one thing that could actually change the anime industry as a whole. Due to it being made in collaboration with Webtoons and Crunchyroll, it's so good. It's like that. Like, the animation's actually good. Hopefully we get more Webtoon anime in the future, as long as it's not like High Guardian Spice, because that's what Crunchyroll was making at one point. They probably still are. As long as it's not like High Guardian Spice, then we are Gucci. We are lit. We are okay. Those are some cringe words, but I don't care. I can't wait for, Tower of God just tower over everything else. I did not mean to make that a weird pun, but it somehow turned into one. But yeah, this was my spring 2020 anime season in a nutshell review thing. I don't know what to call it. It's just whatever. But yeah, if you guys like webtoons, comic books, manga, anime, I'm still in the middle of developing a video game. It's really, really cool, and I love the project. It's been like 2 or 3 years now, just of me developing this game. It's slow because a lot of my money that I make from YouTube and from working and whatnot goes into the game, and I also want to funnel some of that money into making a comic book or manga. And each page is going to be $10 a page to like draw, which is actually not that bad. And the artist is actually really good too. And I want to start developing that as well as the game. So if you guys are interested in that, just go to my Patreon down below. I know we're having like really hard, tough times right now, but if you can spare a little $5, $2, $3, it doesn't matter, as long as we make a cool community, video game and a manga, then it doesn't matter how much you donate. I'm not like Invader V, don't worry. I'm not going to be like, you have to donate, you have to subscribe. No, none of that. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. It's not something mandatory. In the future, like, I want to start putting stuff on web. I want to put the manga on webtoons as well, and then make a actual like hardcover manga, because the story is really good. I've been developing it for like the past 10 years. But yeah, if you guys like this video, click subscribe, like, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, see you guys later. Peace. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you who the waifu of this season is. It's the midget. It is the midget.
That was good. Anime thighs when she opened up, so wide I got a twinkle in my eye.